So I walked in, and you were the first person I saw tonight. I think a lot of people, might get discouraged if it's a loss tonight. I haven't looked at the update if it's been declared that. I know the Associated Press retracted it when they said Joe Manchin won. But kind of talk about, for you, what is West Virginia dealing with that people don't realize?
All right, before I get to that, I know Jordan has been talking for a while because I've seen him talking for a while. And first, oh, I'm sorry. All right, sorry about that. First, I want to talk about, first of all, you're doing amazing work. I've been watching you for a while. Can I mention your old boss?
Sure.
I've been started watching TYT since 2015. And every time Jordan Sheridan would be on TYT, I loved everything he did. When he went down to cover the DAPL, and he was very smart and used the drone to catch what they were doing. That was very, very smart. That was the most genius move I've ever seen, and you threw egg on their face. That was amazing.
Myron Dewey was operating the drone. I just covered it.
Yeah. Okay, well, I just assumed you did it. And also when you went, I don't remember this part, but I remember you also got arrested. Sorry, I'm not used to holding a microphone. I remember you also got arrested one time, even because it was BS what that police officer was doing to you and the crew. Because you're part of the press. It's not right to arrest the press. You're just covering what's happening. You're covering the protests. And it was downright ridiculous what they were doing. And you have a lot of courage. All right, I'm sorry. No, that's fine. Keep going. And you have a lot of courage, man, and I respect you, all right? Even though you're not part of TYT anymore, I'm still following you. I still love you, man. And keep fighting the good fight. Now,
thank you. Hold on. And by the way, no hard feelings. I don't care if you watch TYT. God bless. Fund them if you want to. Just fund independent media. My question was, what's happening in West Virginia people don't know about that they need to know about?
Well, in my opinion, this isn't really what's been happening in West Virginia is just the same thing that's been happening around the world, where our politicians do not represent us. Why they haven't been representing us? Because they've been bought and sold to the highest bidder. I'm sure everybody that watches the stream knows this, but we know Joe Manchin has taken so much corporate money from First Energy, from Mylon, and from, I believe, Coca-Cola as well. Ridiculous. And he's going to represent them. And Paula Swearengin is only taking small dollar donations and will represent the people and me. That's why when Paula Swearengin announced her campaign, I was the first one to sign up and volunteer because I believed in her that much. Also because she had... she was covered by TYT, and I found out about it through there. But this is just this whole primary has just been, and this whole system has been just like in West Virginia is just a small dot on what's been happening around this whole country, where we've just legalized bribery, where we have, just like I said, people are not being represented in their state congresses, in their federal government. How in the hell did Donald Trump become president? Because we had a really crappy Democratic primary, Democratic nominee that took so much damn money that even I did not vote for. I voted for Jill Stein. And I swear to God, if it's not Bernie in 2020 and it's someone crappy like Hillary Clinton again, I will vote for the Green Party candidate as well.
Now, I just want to make sure, if you voted for Jill Stein, have you been meeting with Vladimir Putin? Are you a Russian? Because that's what I hear. If you supported the Green Party, or you supported Jill Stein, or you wouldn't vote for a corrupt Democrat, that means you're somehow Russian influenced. That's what the Democratic Party has been putting out there. Was it Russia, or just you didn't want to vote for Hillary Clinton?
Okay, first of all, can I swear?
Sure.
Vladimir Putin, suck my dick. Okay? Suck my dick. Come at me, bro. What you gonna do? I think that's proof enough that I have not been influenced by Russia.
I was semi-kidding, but the point is, the Democratic Party is trying to basically blame people that didn't vote for Hillary Clinton and might have voted their conscience for Jill Stein for Trump, when in reality, they pushed a terrible candidate. Anyway, as you were saying.
Okay, first point is what the Democratic Party is doing is saying, oh, don't look over here at our corruption. Squirrel, look over here. Russia, Russia, Russia. No, I see what you're doing. I'm smarter than that, okay? Because not just TYT, I watch all of the liberal media. I watch you, I watch Kyle Kulinski, I watch the Humanist Report, I watch Sam Cedar, I watch Lee Camp, I watch the Humanist Report, I watch everybody, okay? So I know what the hell's going on. And even if I didn't, I still would know what the hell's going on. So they can do squirrel, squirrel, squirrel all they want. I'm not going to be fazed. And secondly, I know you didn't bring this up, but just in case some people do want to bring it up, people are going to say, oh, is Jill Stein a throwaway vote? No, because first of all, West Virginia was going to go to Donald Trump anyway, and I didn't like Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton. I didn't like Gary Johnson either. He did some really stupid things. So not really liking him. I like Jill Stein. She is more to the left of Bernie. Really love her for that. She wants to eliminate college debt. I need my debt removed. Thank you very much. And if unfortunately she did not get to 5% of the popular vote, but if she did, she would have been able to get federal money to run more primary challengers, because last I checked, we live in a democracy. We need more damn choices. Yes, we will get more choices through if we have ranked choice voting, but since we don't, we just need to get our third-party challengers to 5% and run some real damn elections.
Let me ask you, you have any inspiration to maybe run in your future?
I'll plead the fifth on this one. I have decided I have no damn clue what I'm doing. I'm only 22. I know I could technically run for something when I'm 22 years old, but for right now, I just want to help out the politicians I want to help out. Like right now, I'm helping out Paula Swearengin. I'm also helping out Richard Ojeda, and I'm also part of Wolfpack to get money out of politics. That's what I'm focused on right now.
And by the way, regardless of TYT and myself, I'm all for Wolfpack. I think it's a great thing. We do need to get money out of politics. I think the root of every single problem we're seeing here and all over the country, politicians are absolutely soulless, corrupt, and bought off. And it's because they only care about money and staying in power. So Wolfpack, I support. My last question to you, you see someone like Paula Jean Swearengin. We see other Justice Democrat candidates. We see other brand new Congress candidates. Whether they win, whether they lose this time, it seems like the establishment is starting to take notice. They're starting to take notice because, you look at the Democratic Party, all these candidates that want to run in 2020, all of a sudden they're not taking corporate PAC money anymore. Kamala Harris isn't taking PAC money anymore. Cory Booker suddenly not taking PAC money. Kirsten Gillibrand. Obviously, they don't mean it. They're doing it because they want to run for president. But the point is, it seems like even if we're not winning yet, the party is being forced to the left either way. What are your thoughts?
I'm cautiously optimistic because one thing I've learned is, let's use an analogy. I am the boss of a company, and there is a vacancy in a position, and there are two people who could possibly fill that vacancy. And I'm going to call these two people Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton. And as a CEO of the company, I would determine who would be better suited for that position by not just seeing what they're doing to get that position, but also seeing what they were doing when that position was not open. From what I've seen, if Hillary Clinton in the middle of the election said, okay, I'm dropping all the PAC money, I would have said, yeah, that's great, but what the hell were you doing before that? You were cashing in checks. Bernie Sanders has been principled his whole life, and that's why I fucking love him, okay? Now I'm looking at it now, and what it looks like is the CEO is not really having a position, but now he's watching everyone more closely. And there's a lot of people who could be taking that same spot in the future. But now he has a keen eye on them, so he's trying to see who's actually working and who's not. Last I checked, Bernie Sanders still has not taken any corporate PAC money. Bernie, please run in 2020 if you see this, by the way. I'll be more than happy to help you out any way I can, like I did for you in 2016, if you somehow see this. And from what I see from Gillibrand, Cory Booker, and Kamala Harris, it's great that they are not taking any more corporate PAC money. I am cautiously optimistic because, yes, they also have introduced some legislation as really progressive, even though there's a caveat of them, it's not going to pass at all right now. Like I know Kamala Harris introduced a bill that was very similar to what Bernie Sanders has said, where she wants to allow USPS post offices to give out small loans, which is great because that's the way that last I checked, every politician says small businesses are the backbone of this economy, which is true. So thankfully Kamala Harris has pushed that. Not really seen anything from Booker and Harris, but I could have missed something. But I just want to wait and see what happens. We got to watch out because if you don't remember what happened with, what was his name? Howard Dean. He was running a Bernie Sanders style campaign, but when he lost, he started cashing checks because he was out, and I assumed that if he was a nominee, he would have also cashed those checks. So we got to remain cautiously optimistic, keep putting pressure on them, do not let up, because I even read a report recently where they said that even though they're not taking PAC money, they're still taking corporate checks. Unacceptable. Keep pushing them more to the left. We need more lefties. We need more people to the left than Bernie Sanders, for crying out loud. It would be great if Jeremy Corbyn was born here. And he would be running with Bernie Sanders, but he's in Britain and he's doing Britain's work right now, which is great. I'm rooting for him too. And the point I'm trying to say is keep putting pressure on these Democrats if we want to get anywhere. Because if you just let up even a little bit, just a little bit, they're like, well, hang on, my base is letting up. I guess I could go back to the corporations. No, you ain't going back to the corporations. I'm going to keep pushing, and pushing to make sure that until we get that new amendment in, that we got to make sure that at the very least, our representatives are even slightly representing us.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.